Successful people aren't afraid to try. They're not afraid to fail. They're not afraid to mess up. This is so hard for me, or this was hard for me, but now I'm stepping into this. And so with YouTube, I've been posting every single day since September, and I'm experimenting lately with my videos. And it's been really uncomfortable, and it's challenged me a little bit because I still have other goals, right? I'm still a mom, I'm still a stepmom, I'm still a wife, I still have a regular day job. I'm working on this. I'm trying to work on continuing my fitness goals. There's a lot going on, and my husband coaches soccer, so trying to support those games and those things. And so I'm like, I really want to focus on this. I really want to focus on improving, but my attention and the amount of things that I have to do are all over the place. And so today I'm going to share some of the things you need to do in order to be successful and what these successful people do. And so my husband and I have built a pretty good amount of wealth so far, and we're on our way to achieving success in all ways with our relationships, with our health, with our finances, and leveling up as people. But I want to share some of those tips with you on what successful people actually do and what I'm trying to adopt so that I can be that person too. Let's do it. All right, so the first thing that successful people do is that they focus. They figure out what they want to accomplish, and then they focus on that goal. And so right now I have multiple things and multiple buckets that I'm trying to focus on and trying to accomplish. And so in order to do that, I have to really decide what are my main 3 things that I'm going to focus on, which typically is health, which is my family, and which is what I'm trying to build with my business. And so that is where my focus is. And so in your schedule, I am planning that out. I am making systems like James Clear talks about in Atomic Habits in order to execute and get these things done. And so I'm making sure I have time to get to the gym. I am making sure that I have time to work on my videos. I am making sure that I have time to spend with my family and my sons. I am making sure I spend that time. And so really know what is your main areas of focus, and then how can you schedule and create systems to make sure you're spending time with those people and with the things that you really want to. Number 2 is they're not afraid to experiment, fail, or try different things. And so this is a huge test, especially I care about how I come across to people. I want to help people. I want to share information. I want to present myself at least in a decent way. But this YouTube channel has tested that. That's tested, am I willing to still show up? Because I committed to showing up and posting every single day. Maybe that was a little bit ambitious for me. And sometimes I wonder if I could improve my videos and I can make them a lot better if I spent the time just working on one video and posted less videos. But part of me just wants to share and be like, hey, let's go along this journey together. Here's some things I've learned. Here's what I'm currently learning. Here's some encouragement along the way. And that's just felt really good for me. So let me know in the comments below if that's felt good for you too, or if that's something you've resonated with. But you have to be able to go on this journey and be willing to try and fail. Like I said, I think I did another video where I tried getting a new camera, and I'm still not calling it quits with that, but I'm going to try when it's nice lighting. I'm also probably going to get a softbox and see what I can do and see if the videos look better, but I'm going to keep going and I'm going to post and we'll see what happens, right? Instead of going, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And I feel like I don't like how I look in this, and this looks weird. And it was more complicated to transfer the files and to edit them. And then I lost them, and just all these little extra things came up. So I'm just going to quit, or this is enough. And I think I posted the other day, it said, you didn't come this far to only come this far, right? If you go switch to something else, you're probably going to have more obstacles eventually with that too. Any path is going to have obstacles or things that come up. So you have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to fail and mess up. And you also have to be willing to iterate and go, you know what? This is just the journey. This is the journey of becoming. And I want to help people. I want to share information with them and encourage them and motivate them and inspire them. And so if that's what I want to do, and if I want to reach more people at a broader scale, I have to be willing to put myself out there. I have to be willing to look however I look to get the messages across. I have to be willing to try to experiment and try to and fail and mess up and go, ooh, that wasn't the best video, but instead I'm posting it. And honestly, I probably could just throw it away. But a lot of times the words that are in there, I do think can help people. Like what is in it can help people. So the rest of the stuff, the packaging, I just need to get over and be willing to fail or not have the best product and try again next time. Number 3, successful people have mentors. They have people that are 2 steps ahead of them, that are 20 steps ahead of them, and they go learn from them. They get information from them. They steal their 10,000 hours of work. So if you want to be like a YouTuber, then maybe go take Ali Abdaal's course that teaches you how to become a YouTuber and what he did, or watch some of his videos, right? Go to someone who's done what you want to do. Another thing though, and I'm pretty good at doing that. I'm pretty good at finding people who inspire me, who motivate me, who can teach me, but I haven't actually hired someone or gotten in a mastermind group or something like that we could all support each other. I'll go to my husband and he's like, very supportive and very encouraging, but he doesn't necessarily know about YouTube, right? He knows about me, but he doesn't necessarily know about YouTube. So having someone else who could talk about some of the business side or some of the things you're working on, right? Like health. Your family probably knows some things about health, but maybe you have totally different opinions on what diet to do or what exercises to do, or they don't know at all. And so hiring a trainer, hiring a coach, or hiring someone who actually knows what they're doing is going to help you more. And so a lot of successful people from my studies, they have found people to surround themselves with that are at a higher level than them, are where they want to be and where they're working towards. And they also do spend the money on getting coaching. And so maybe that's something I need to look into. Number 4, successful people have a positive attitude, and they also do things that help lift their energy and their emotional state. And so this is really important. I typically want to show up as a nice person, and I typically care about people and want them to be okay. Sometimes there's a lot going on, and so sometimes I am susceptible to stress or feeling a little bit overwhelmed, right? There's a lot going on, or what I'm thinking or how I'm thinking about things matters. And so working on that positive mindset, seeing things through a positive lens can really help. But sometimes, like, I'm a pretty positive person, but things come up, right? And so I have to do certain things like getting good rest, getting to the gym. It's not just about the physical side. It really is the mental and emotional side, working at the gym, talking to people, brain dumping, writing things out. What are the strategies that you can implement and start taking action on that are going to actually help you to feel better? And so managing those emotions, right? We're all allowed to feel sad. We're all allowed to feel angry. We're all allowed to feel overwhelmed. You're allowed to feel happy and excited and in love, all these wonderful feelings. But you have to know how to express them positively. It's easier to express those happier and more fun feelings positively, right? There's not really a negative side of that or a downside to those. But with anger or with frustration or with overwhelm, there are definitely ways that our body responds that aren't helpful. And so really figuring out how can you manage your emotions, how can you get aware and understand your emotions, and then also how can you learn to usually be proactive. I love being proactive, like getting to the gym regularly instead of, oh my gosh, I feel so overwhelmed. Now I just need to totally go take a break and sleep forever and do all these things. Try to add things into your day to be proactive, but then also have some tools as well if you've unfortunately reached a point of feeling just super emotionally drained and exhausted and just really negative. Number 5, successful people want to help others. They want what's best for others. They want other people to thrive and to succeed, right? And so this is super important, and it's so true. Like, you're going to get what you desire for others. Also, if you focus on service, on providing the value to people, you're more likely to be successful as well, and you're more likely to be happy, which to me is success, right? I know I talk a lot about financial success or owning and mastering your life. It's part of the financial side, but it's also about actually like being a high performer and doing a good job and feeling good and healthy and all of those things. But when you serve other people, when you help other people, it truly unlocks a whole new level and a whole new perspective in your life that can really benefit not only other people, but also yourself. Number 6, successful people know that not every day is perfect and not every day is just the best, most sunshiny, rainbowy day ever, but they try to see the good. They try to understand that it's just one day. I try to think about that, especially if you're female and you have your cycle happen every month and your emotions sometimes change, or maybe you have an off day or a couple off days, or just a regular person and you end up having a hard day or a hard moment. Remember, like, even if you have one hard day every single month, that's 12 hard days in a year, or 2, that's 24 out of 365 days, right? And so just think about that. It's normal to have some really great days, some average days, and then some that are like, that was not the best. And so I talk about how can you make days more fun? How can you add those daily vitamins? How can you do more things that truly make your days better, but sometimes you just can't control it. Sometimes we just feel off. Sometimes bad stuff happens. We can choose how to react to it. We can choose how to respond to it. But sometimes it just happens, and that's okay. And I just want you to know that. Like, successful people know it's okay to feel kind of blah sometimes, or that you didn't have the best day. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with you or that you're not going to be successful. It's okay. Number 7, and lastly, successful people know to play the long game. They know to learn, to grow, to reach out to people, to serve people, to take care of themselves, to take care of their health, to learn about themselves, to learn about the problems of other people, but then to know that whatever they're working on is going to be a long game. It's going to take time. Even if you're trying to buy a house, most people, they might live with their parents. They might get a townhouse. They might get a smaller house. Then they might get the house that they want, right? It's a process. It takes time. It's the same thing with a goal or with something you want to achieve. And I am documenting that for myself, but I've also just experienced that, right? And hopefully I'll share updates with you too. And one day, yes, like these were part of the journey, and now we're able to reach more people and work together and build this cool community and help each other out. Or with my fitness, yes, like I kept working for a year, 2 years, and my body and how I felt and not having any pain anymore, I totally transformed myself. But it's going to take time. And so remember that. Remember to think in a longer time horizon. People say that we overestimate what we can do in a year, but we underestimate what we can do in 5 or 10 years. And so I recently just turned 30. And so I'm like, I have a whole new decade, 10 years ahead of me that I'm hopefully going to be blessed with to be able to use and to take advantage of. And so think of the 10 years instead of like, wait, why isn't this happening today? Oh, it's another day. Oh, it's another day. Why hasn't more happened? Stay committed, keep going. It will work out in the end. All right, so those were 7 things that successful people do, how they think and how they act. I want to be a happy person. I want to be a successful person. I want to be a smart person. I want to be a kind person. I want to be a healthy person. And I want to achieve success for myself so that other people can achieve it as well. And so that I can serve more people, take care of my family, and be able to do the things that I feel called to do. So I hope this message was helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you do to be successful? What have you done in your life that has made you successful? What do you think success is? Let me know in the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Keep learning, working, and growing. You got this.